Santa Cruz. Let's touch him up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
And Abner would like to become. First fight was hotter than Los Angeles.
And in the first fight, after the first round or two, but he felt
his bragging rights for the Southland are at stake.
With wide punches.
Santa Cruz.
Get on the inside where he can land those body punches like that.
And Pauling's Carl Frampton as things
here in this fight.
Well, there is no feeling out process, but
does jab with you.
Saints fight.
And they both said this would be a feeling out round. So.
Final 30 seconds of the
Cruz landed a couple of good left hooks early.
Oh, cute jab. Double pumping, but Mares coming inside with the right uppercut. What an opening round. Santa Cruz and Mares rank in the top 10 inches landed per round. All that means is we are. Santa Cruz.
Necessary for both guys. Santa Cruz, if he can establish it, obviously gets Mares back fight, but of course in a different fashion. This is maybe a little bit more on the end. I don't know if it's going to hurt him, but it's going to be scoring shots, and they're concluding.
To establish the jab, Mares told us as much, but Santa Cruz.
Mares may have an advantage with the shorter arms.
Stating first round knockout loss against Johnny Gonzalez
in there and take those opportunities.
And these are close rounds right from the get.
Center Los Angeles one more time.
Okay, that was a good one. Este round too bueno. In and out.
Sweeping left hook upstairs by Santa Cruz.
They don't know the jab doesn't always have to land.
With a 1-2 combination. But Mares has both of these two.
Body, but not doubling with that punch, and I think that's something he's going to want to do
at this pace through the first 2+ rounds.
You know, it's not as.
And there's Santa Cruz.
Because they're both giving each other the same exact look throughout. Yeah. They're both not using any feint. I want to see who somebody just changes the recipe a little bit. Good counter
upside. Santa Cruz missing with some of those looping shots.
Nobody's anything, and they both just rush in.
And there's Santa Cruz landing the left hook. And as we come to
Chet, but that's an indication Mara's not working on the inside.
Los Angeles.
By Mares, yes. He's found a home for that. He's got work done, make no mistake about it. That's the uppercut. That's a
Mexican American Warriors can do.
They're both good body punches. Mares is thrown and landed, both men working very hard here in this fight. Body shots partially blocked by Santa Cruz.
And again, Mares with a right uppercut.
But I don't mind Mares trying that out.
You have to really, and the judges will have to pay attention.
As opposed to stepping straight back after the combination, you probably.
Mares looking for the counter-attack on Mares, and then just leading up to the final bell of the frame.
But has to worry about the counter-punching of...
He continues to cook here in round 5.
Use the jab, and that's exactly...
See, Mares stalking when he's looking for that entrance.
The jabs, 177 jabs, but I don't think he's committed.
A lot of times just to dictate the distance and dictate what he's in for one situation only, and that's...
Santa Cruz.
They had many clashes of heads at Santa Cruz.
And throughout his career, as active offensively in this round.
In this fight, because they've been at long range more.
Like from Abner thus far.
I like that for these walls on the outside. I think at times he's trying to change it, get off, sort of in a...
Oh, good counter left hook from Leo Santa Cruz, Al, and Mares putting the leather on him.
The last 2 rounds you win, you're going to have to set yourself, use the double jab, then move in.
To really use those feints and whatnot, because he's got to be more creative. To his height, Santa Cruz does a pretty good job of not doing that, though.
So he can defeat just twice in his career. Mares going over the top.
When they exchange punches.
So Junior, another fighter with a claim to 100 and
doing something that's very difficult for fighters to do.
And inside, but I just think it's got to be
effective with his stick.
Right hand by Santa Cruz there.
And amateur fights as we bring in our unofficial scorer, Steve Farhood. How do you... Biden needs another shot with the...
And that will discourage you. That will discourage you out of the Garcia corner.
And another jab by Santa Cruz. Mares beginning to get... And Mares now shining before
Santa Cruz, and he was still winning these exchanges even on the inside. Cruz threw 108 punches according to show stats and landed 43. That's it.
Can Mares do a better job of defending that effective one?
Tag with it with the 1-2. He's going to tag it with the 1-2 when he went on his way out from throwing it.
We talk about cuts in the past, and it looks when? Yeah. August 2015 against Abner, but that was over. And
but it's the first one in a while in which he has tried to impose his, because Mares is pushing the action and getting on the inside. As they come in, there's the clash of heads. We'll find out, but there's Mares trying to land on the inside, and Mares comes in.
Who's waiting the birth of his third child later. High-level warriors, number 9.
Amen to what you just said. Long stretch with Santa Cruz using his height and his reach.
Has taken on a heightened social advocacy.
With punches too, so it's you want to be there.
There's a hand.
They've done a good job with it.
Adding heads, a minute 45 left in the 9th, and Mares again, my friend.
Yeah, exactly, and I'll give the best at that.
Yeah, and that's the geography he wants to be at.
Absolutely.
And back out, just going straight back, and Santa Cruz meets him with shots.
And again, Santa Cruz has an 11th round knockout on his resume. Abner Mares, word of the majority decision.
We disagree with Jose. Straight right hands. Left hooks open you up to Mares.
The crowd may have shown its disdain for our opening champ. 3 times in his career, was knocked down twice.
I think distance has favored.
Yeah.
That's just you.
He has taken himself right back to the pinnacle of the sport. Good work. Santa Cruz is not using the jab and right hand as a typical boxer puncher. Hand primarily of Abner Mares has been a very effective course of this fight. And this is men, when they are battling away on the inside.
Junior with a claim to the title. Oscar, the great stuff is out that there's an opportunity.
Oh, his father maybe did tell him one thing that's good, but I just didn't think he should have.
But both Santa Cruz and Mares feel the cuts on the inside.
This is fun boxing, and the last few.
Santa Cruz and Abner Mares with less than a minute left.
Thrown 9 jabs in this round. That's a mistake.
The action has been in fuego. Leo Santa Cruz and Abner rock'em sock'em here in the 12th and final round.
That hook, he steps back as he throws it, so he uses Mares' own
check left hook as Mares comes on the inside. There's a sharp jab by Santa Cruz.
The blood's still flowing, but it's obviously not going.
From Leo Santa Cruz after Mares, solidifying their status of fight.
Right to the end. Heads banging, left hook.
Santa Cruz!